everybody, welcome back to another episode on Christy vs. Kitchen. On today's episode, we are going to attempt to create everybody's most loved store-bought cookie, Oreos. Now, it's definitely one of my favorites, and I'm really excited if we are going to be able to take this super easy recipe that I found online and see if we can create a cookie that will give us the exact same satisfaction as the beloved Oreo that we can get at the store. Now on this channel, I have made cake mix cookies before, and so I'm really excited to give this one a try because I've never done this one before with this cake mix specifically, which is Devil Foods cake. So to begin, we are just going to need 1 box of this goodness. Now while we are making the dough for the cookies, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Next, we need 3/4 cups of butter at room, Next, we're gonna need 3/4 cups of butter at room temperature. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and then 2 whole eggs. Next, we're gonna take our hand mixer and just mix it all together. All right, now that we have this mixed, this is a very, very creamy cookie batter, and it's because the butter's at room temperature and not melted. And the reason why is because we are gonna roll this into little cookie balls, and then that's how we're gonna bake it. But this is gonna be too sticky to roll right now, so I'm gonna throw it into the freezer for about like 5 to 10 minutes so it firms up a little bit, and then we can make our cookies. All right, well, while those are setting up in the freezer, we're gonna go ahead and make the frosting. So what we're going to need is 8 ounces of cream cheese, then a 1/2 cup of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'd always wondered what the inside of Oreos were made out of. So I'm curious to see how close this is gonna be to tasting like it. All right, now we're just gonna mix it all together. Here we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna transfer this into a Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge until the cookies are ready to have the cream inside. I've got a feeling it's gonna taste really, really good. It's so creamy. I'm putting it in a Ziploc bag because we are going to pipe these, and I'm just gonna pipe it straight out of the bag. All right, into the fridge it goes, and until we're ready to use it. So let's go ahead and check on our cookies. Yep, I can already tell just by the few minutes they were sitting in, they are going to be much easier to roll out. So here we go, let's go ahead and make our Oreo cookies. I am gonna spray my hands first. I really don't know how big to make these, but I want them to be like Oreo size, so I'm thinking like that big. I don't know if they're going to spread out either, so. Yeah, this probably could have even, this could have stayed in the freezer even longer. So if you got the time, let them definitely cool, because there's definitely parts of this dough that is still pretty sticky. All right, we've got enough cookies for 1 tray, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick the rest of this dough back in the fridge and make some a little bit later. But let's go ahead and test and see how these bake. The oven is set to 350, and they're just gonna bake for like 8 minutes, so let's do this. All right, let's see how these cookies turned out. Because these are cake mix cookies, I'm gonna drop them. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I mean, they look like cookies. They did spread out bigger than I expected, but that's okay. We're just gonna have some double stuffed, double sized Oreo cookies today. But we're just gonna let them cool, and then we are going to frost them. All right, now that the cookies are completely cooled, we are gonna go ahead and stick the best part, in my opinion, of an Oreo cookie is the cream center. I'm just gonna flip them over. you're like me and you like the cream filling, then don't go conservative. I'm just gonna smash it. There we go. We got our little Oreo cookie. I love it. This is so fun. All right, now that we've got our Oreo cookies done, we need to 100% try one of these. So let me get them all presentable and I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. I am epically excited to try these. I absolutely love Oreo cookies and I think these are gonna be really, really tasty. So here we go. So, like I expected, it doesn't quite taste like an Oreo cookie, but it is a very good chocolate cookie. The cream cheese frosting center on the inside is really, really good. It's very complimentary to the chocolate flavor. This is awesome. I mean, if you are just craving an Oreo fix and you don't have time to run to the store, and this is a pretty close second. So I'm gonna give this a definite you need to try this recipe because of how easy it was and how delicious it actually is. Thank you so much for watching another episode on Christy vs. Kitchen. Make sure to like the video if you liked it, subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you next time. Cheers.